Okay guys, so we've got a little chitty chat video today, and this honestly is coming from a video that I previously put up that was called like perfume overconsumption and am I the problem type of thing, and I'll link that up top for you guys if you want to check that out. But I felt like there was a lot of people in the comments that were addressing certain things as far as like just shopping addictions and like overconsumption and things of that nature that felt like a more grounded and really like big conversation and multiple conversations in one. So I kind of wanted to come back with another conversation topic that had been on my mind, something that I see commonly, and I wanted to this is just an open conversation, wanted to see how you guys feel about it. I'll give you my thoughts about it, but basically it really is beauty community. Are we doing too much? Like, are we doing too much? And I consider beauty community part of the perfume community because it is in that whole beauty realm, but this is just kind of more of a general conversation. So if you're interested in hearing my take on the conversation, please keep watching. Okay, so with addressing the beauty community and if we're doing too much, this actually came from a comment that I saw on that video. And this writer says, I was a part of the perfume community years ago, but I stopped watching the videos because they were doing too much. Too much buying, too much decluttering, too much. It's like never being satisfied and always searching for the next best thing. Everything in my collection I love and appreciate. I want to use the perfumes I have before purchasing more. And I basically got from that comment, are we really doing too much? Okay, I wanted to kind of talk about in ways where there are just so many sides, or actually I feel like there's two main sides to everything. Like really when we're talking about like personal consumption, when we're talking about like keeping up and staying relevant, my whole thing is that when you are following an influencer or a content creator that is having like their whole thing is fashion or perfumes or whatever it is, their whole content is made up of that, right? So they constantly have to produce videos that are heavy on this subject. They have viewers that are interested in this subject, and I do feel like it is a slippery slope to fall down when you are a content creator in whatever space that you are, especially when it contains like buying gadgets or buying stuff or makeup reviews, like things like that to review. It can be a slippery slope. Like it can be very easy to just constantly be talking about different things, new things, buying different things on your videos, because guys, it's still a business. Like it's still something. You are a creator. You are trying to get people to look at your content. You are trying to you know, just bring viewers, build an audience, build your brand, and it is marketing. It is marketing. Marketing has been here for forever. It will never go away. But what I do think that is happening is it's becoming more and more common for regular schmeggler people like you and me to sit here and talk about something that we're passionate about, that we love, and to share it with people and hoping that they love it too and that we can, whatever. So I feel like there is this negative thing around creators that are constantly showing different products, constantly showing different things, and I get it. Okay? I get it, and this is something that has been honestly on my mind as well, just like personally speaking, because I feel like although I do want to share my passions, or I do want to share something that I like a perfume that I really like, or trying new things, I don't want to encourage just buying and never being satisfied, And I think that another viewer commented something that also stood out to me, and she actually said, I'm not going to read her whole thing because it was pretty long, but what stuck out to me is she said, it's easy to get sucked into the overconsumption, especially when you're watching videos with a creator who sits in front of shelves filled with perfume bottles. That imagery sends a subconscious message that the viewer should have a large fragrance collection too. And y'all, I would be lying if I just get that, me being still like a small creator, I get that perspective. Like, I feel like if I'm showing you 100 fragrances, what do you mean I'm not supposed to have 100 fragrances? Like, you have a full collection. These are all the things, like, and I get that perspective too, because that is imagery that's sent to me that having more is better. Having more makes you want to get better or to get more. And like I said, marketing is not a new thing. This has been going on for ages and it will continue to, but I just get that perspective. I get that perspective, and I wanted to have just an open conversation. You guys tell me how you feel about it in the comments, because I felt like it also brought so many people that were interested in having those type of conversations about the beauty community, about content creators as a whole, and what type of message it sends. And for me, honestly, I don't feel like creators are responsible for what you guys buy, like what we buy when I'm watching something. I don't feel like they're responsible for me and my decision making, but I do also understand that there is a responsibility in just making sure that you're not being deceptive, making sure that you're not lying to your audience, making sure that you're not encouraging certain things. But it is like she said, it sends a message that more is better. And I just don't know what the solve for that is, honestly. Like, I don't know. You guys put it in the comments if you guys think that there's like a balance that comes with that. I think being honest about what it is that you're promoting or whatever, I think just maintaining an honest, upfront, kind of candid situation with your audience is the best you can do in that, because although I don't want to push something on you, I also know that, just like me, I'm responsible for my own decisions. I'm responsible for anything that I buy, anything I purchase. You can tell me to your blue in the face that this is the it skirt for the season. These are the it shoes, these are the it whatever, but it is my responsibility to say, is that something that I need? Is that something that I want? If it is something that I want, cool. Can I afford it? Like, to ask myself these questions. And I do think that, you know, maybe creators can do a good job of like spreading more awareness in that, but you know, I just think that there is a balance to both, and I do see both points. I also think that another thing that I saw is basically how it affects the audience. Like, how when you do see that creator that is sitting there with a whole room full of stuff, or like full of shoes, or full of designer clothes, or full of designer fragrances, or full of whatever, how does it affect the audience? And because I saw so many comments that were gearing in this direction, people saying like, yeah, I don't even watch hauls anymore. I don't even watch certain things anymore because I just feel like it's a never ending, like never satisfied. People are decluttering things. And I feel like from the audience perspective, I feel like that's just the reason why you have to know and be aware of yourself, because I have battled with dealing with my own fair share of FOMO and things, as I mentioned before. I've battled with that, and it's a daily battle, especially when you're looking at things on Instagram, other creators that can be, you see like different, or they're like coming further and further along in their journey, and you feel like, oh my gosh, like they have all this stuff to share, they have all of these clothes, or they have all of this stuff, right? All of this stuff. And I think that it's okay to say that more doesn't always equal better. And to just know and be aware of like where you're at. And like I mentioned before, certain things I just can't even watch. There's days where I don't even put that kind of stuff in my mind. There's times where I spend more time in prayers. I spend more time trying to like sow into myself spiritually or like mentally, physically, more than like scrolling, because scrolling never tends to add any value, any true value to me. It is entertainment. It is some type of entertainment. And sure, there are self-help channels. Even right now, like the way I'm talking, I would feel like it's coming from a perspective of like helping yourself and all that kind of stuff. But I think at the end of the day, things can be helpful. Even information that people are telling you where to buy things can be helpful, but you still have to know yourself enough to know, where am I at? Can I take this? And I just want to encourage that. I feel like with my channel, there is a huge, as I grow, there's just like shifts happening in me that I feel more, I feel less inclined to just buy more things than I do to enjoy the things that I have. Also, finding different ways to talk about fragrance, having fun with fragrance, and as well as like having real conversations, with you guys, and really sharing your thoughts about things, having real topic conversations. I know shopping addiction, all of these things are things that I've seen in my comments that I feel like is more of an internal battle for many of us, especially that many of us that watch and hang around in the space. You can easily fall down that slippery slope. So, yeah, guys, I just wanted to talk about it. I mean, talk about it a little bit. You guys let me know if you guys are really even interested in hearing me talk about different topics like shopping addictions and you know, FOMO, and just kind of living in the world that we live in, internal battle stuff that comes with creators, or I don't know, like whatever you guys want to see. I'm definitely like just in this era of feeling inclined to speak on things that really do mean a lot to me. And when I see you guys in the comments sharing those long comments of how it's affected you, whether it's affected you or not, having your own opinions, that really just brings a lot of like, you know, purpose to me and feeling like I can add to that. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, do leave your comments below, and also just let me know, like, do you believe we're doing too much? Like, do you believe the beauty community, perfume community, whatever community is doing too much? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you next time.